Hey, welcome to Authentically Me, Tina Brown. And today you join me from my art studio in New York. And we're going to talk about the motherless child, right? That's the next roundtable piece of this. And my hope is that you're naming your roundtable people too. Like, who's at your roundtable? Who's at your table? And so we already talked about the abandoned child yesterday. So today we're going to talk about the motherless child. This story, many stories are around this particular character in time frame, because it's from the time I was 7 all the way until forever, right? From that point on, because I never saw her again after she left. So unless I went to see her. So, the motherless child stories they sit a lot in victimhood. There's stories of not being aware of things that dads don't teach girls, not knowing what a period was, and freaking out and thinking I was going to die, right? That I was bleeding to death. That was a big one. Which still today I'm like, oh my God, now it's funny, right? Then it was very traumatic, and my neighbor came down and all this shit happened. Cooking for myself, because, figuring out how to cook for my dad, that kind of stuff. Learning how to, kind of be an adult and play the wifey role along with the kid role, which, I didn't like that, but that can get you kind of a little mixed up. So, once again, these particular instances with being the motherless child it's still all about what I cling on to. Yes, there's stories, being babysat by football players, or being stolen and kidnapped from a girlfriend, right? To go because my dad was hot, walking into my dad and his girlfriends, clothes everywhere, right? That kind of shit. Not knowing how to clean a girl's self, right? Like all sorts of weird stuff that you're like, you take for granted, right? But also the fun stuff, going out and playing in the yard and nobody's really there to tell you when you come in, you're just kind of wild. But those stories, there are a lot of those stories that I had claws in that created that I am a motherless child belief. Now, is it true? Did I not have a mother growing up? That's true. I didn't. I don't know if that's true, because I had many mothers, many mothers, including every girlfriend that my father had that wanted to freaking come in and save him, right? Because it's this little girl and da-da-da. And, but the stories are fine as long as they stay stories, right? And some of them are kind of funny, right? It's about the clinging. Again, it's the same with every night at the round table. It's about the clinging. What am I clinging to? Do I cling to the poor me, I was a motherless child? Or do I continue to use excuses for my life today? Oh, I didn't learn how to do that. Or do I pick myself up by my bootstraps and learn, what to do? And so I had to, I use that to stay unique and different in this world. I used those titles, that title, I should say, to stay different than you. And when I do that, it creates separation. And what separation does is it keeps me alone, right? And my ego likes to play in that alone area, right? And is that true? Am I alone? No. Am I motherless? No, I actually had a mother, right? But she left. And I used to lie to people and tell her she died. I lied to a bunch of my friends and told her that she died because I was so embarrassed, right, that she left. That's a story. I believe that by my mother choosing to leave, that made me intrinsically wrong. What mom does that, right? That there's something really wrong with me. That, you give birth to me and I'm here and I'm a baby and I'm right here with you and you're raising me, and all of a sudden you choose to just ditch me. That goes to that mind, connects that and goes, wow, I am wrong. I am bad. Something is wrong with me. Who would do that, right? Raise a child and then leave her at 5, Um, so the child mind had no idea that it wasn't about her, right? So I gotta be easy on Tina too, right? So the child mind had no idea. It's okay, Tina. You had no idea. It wasn't about you, right? It's about her and her addictions and whatever was going on. And she was trying to help herself, right? And the fact is, for me, all I got to do is put my hand on my heart and go, I love you, girl. There's nothing intrinsically wrong with you or bad about you. And you are lovable, and you are lovable. And what other people's journeys have very little, if anything at all, to do with the people that those journeys affect, right? It's only the clause I put in the belief. So I'm not a believer of, oh, I'm not going to look at that and go, that never happened. There's a book out there that talks about that. There's a group that goes, oh, that never really happened. That's bullshit. Whatever happened, happened, right? Because the mind is going to whatever. But my goal is I'm not going to deny stuff because that feels like it's dishonoring me. But what I'm going to do is say, you know what? That happened a long time ago. And it's okay because it wasn't about me. And I forgive her, and I don't need to put clause in it that and allow that to make a cage that I stay in. Poor Tina, motherless child, don't know, da 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 da. No. I say, oh, okay, really great experience. Now, how can we use this experience to help others, right? Which is what I'm doing here. So if you're a motherless child, or you know a child that's a motherless child, right? Know that it's okay. It's okay. We learn all sorts of other things that we're supposed to learn. It doesn't make us wrong or bad. And know that if a parent left, whether it's a father or a mother, it wasn't about you. Like it wasn't about me. It was about them. So let's let them have them and their shit. And we can just worry about us and our shit, right? And know that we are the same. We don't have to use it to be different and keep ourselves alone and different from everybody else. So on today's episode, or our opportunities, or whatever we want to call it, let's take the opportunity to realize how similar we are instead of how different we are. Whether we're motherless or we have 2 parents or this or that, we are yet the same, right? Not different. Let's take our labels off, take the bar off of the cage, walk through free, leave that label behind. So today I can just be a child that had an experience without a mother instead of a motherless child. How free do you want to be? All right, I hope to see you soon. Bye. Please like and follow. See you tomorrow.